Let's take a look at the summer that was in Lob City. June 28th, Chris Paul was traded to the Houston Rockets. Then on July 6th, the Clippers traded for Danilo Gallinari. On July 10th, they signed the European phenom, Milos Teodosic, to a 2-year deal. Then July 18th, Blake Griffin signed a 5-year extension worth $173 million. Now that's in player news, but the offseason also meant moves in the front office. Doc Rivers had served as the head coach and president of basketball operations since 2013, but he was relieved of that front office role with Lawrence Frank taking over basketball ops. And Lakers icon Jerry West signed on as a consultant. He had previously served the Golden State Warriors in that same capacity. So this was a 51-win franchise last season. What stands out to you about their offseason?
I think for me, Christian, what stands out is Chris Paul asked for a trade. So that's the reason you want to say, why did Chris Paul want out for a team that has so much talent? They're in L.A., they've been winning. Yes, they've had some injuries. So that really stands out for me. And then next, stripping Doc Rivers of his basketball and his GM role, president of basketball operation, and just coaching. So it started to look at there's a whole lot of changes with the Clippers. This team has been very successful when you start talking about regular seasons. They've won 50 or more games for 5 seasons. They made the playoffs 6 consecutive times, but they've never been to the conference finals. And that's been the question mark. So for me, that stands out for me.
With Blake Griffin signing that extension, what needs to change about his game to become the primary offensive focus?
Well, I think for him is he's going to have to do more. I think basically, obviously, he has a lot of talent, Christian, but he's going to have to become a leader on this team and this organization. It's not Chris Paul and Blake Griffin's teams right now. It is Blake Griffin's team, everything on his shoulders, because he's going to have to be vocal. He's going to have to get guys. He's going to have to be a cheerleader. He's also going to have to be a facilitator, also a guy that scores the basketball for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Well, we talk about Chris Paul leaving for Houston, but what about the addition of Patrick Beverley? Do you think that perhaps with his defensive prowess, he'll be the right guy to step in?
I think that coaching staff, Doc Rivers, and that coaching staff is going to love Patrick Beverley because he's a guy that's going to bring that toughness. He's going to make them compete. And at times, it looks like with their talent, they didn't compete hard enough. He's going to make sure of that. Then you have Austin Rivers, who I think has done a nice job. Gallinari is the one guy who's going to have to score some points. The one question mark for me right now is, can they knock it down enough three-point shots to open up space for DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin?
So when you look at the additions, of course, you have to look at the subtractions as well. Do you think that this team now is better after this offseason?
I don't think so. I think right now is obviously they had to move one of those guys, Blake or Chris Paul. And when you move a superstar, I don't think you get better. So I think for them right now is they definitely got to see if they can play better as a team, but I don't think they've gotten better.
Well, for more on the LA Clippers and the other 29 NBA franchises, of course, you can visit NBA.com as we review 30 teams in 30 days with the NBA season. Can you believe it? Just over 30 days away.
Now, I don't want to believe it, but yes.